They've been good. Throwing different things at us, throwing different things at LaMarcus. Obviously stinking a little bit. A lot easier to do that when we don't have everybody, that we need to make plays. So they can, trap a little more on those guys. But offensively, I think it's a combination of them playing great defense and also us, not finding our chemistry, finding our rhythm, and not knowing where to be with, two of our main playmakers not there.
Danny, you were pretty upset, obviously, after Game 2. Does the time off in between games not just allow for physical recovery, but some sort of emotional recovery also as corny as that makes sense?
Yes.
You seem like you might be still angry.
I mean, it's that time of the year. Certain things, everybody's kind of on edge. But after a loss like that, why wouldn't anybody be, feeling a certain way until the next game? Obviously, we have a couple days to regroup physically, mentally, emotionally. So take it a day at a time. But I think we all need to come out with that type of edge, that type of focus, that type of attitude in order, to play with these guys.
Danny, I know Kawhi was in the building today. When you chatted with him, any sense on how he's progressing and whether he can possibly play on Saturday?
He looked good. Didn't talk about it that much. I saw Tony also. He was in the building today. He looked good too. But just asked him how life was, how things were going. Said he's strengthening and working on some things. So, taking a day at a time, each one of those guys.
How much of that frustration lingers because of Game 1 and y'all pretty much having the beat in that game?
Each game is different. We don't go from think about the first game, think about the last game, and that was the most important one at hand. That's the most recent one, and that's the one where we felt like we didn't compete the way we needed to, or the way we should have. Regardless of who's on the floor, we didn't play our type of basketball. Then we got embarrassed. So you got to be able to come out and play regardless of who's on the floor. So you can't worry about Game 1, but I think the lingering is from Game 2, not so much Game 1.
Danny, after Game 2, Pop kind of called LaMarcus Aldridge out to the media. What do you think of coaches calling guys out to the media? Do you think that can be a good tool of motivation, or do you not like that?
You have to ask Pop. He's good at what he does. He's been doing it for years. He knows how to get the best out of his players. So, certain things, certain tactics help guys, I guess, get angry, play harder. We hope it does. Eventually. Either way, I know how LaMarcus is. He's a competitor. He wants to win. He's going to come out angry in a different face. I think that's for everybody. He's going to come out differently. But so hopefully that helps him, know that we need him and hopefully refocus.
Has that happened to you, and how did that make you respond? Or?
Yeah, he does different tactics with me. Not so much in the media, but I've been here for a couple of years. Been decently successful, so I think it's due to his probably motivational tactics.
This postseason, and especially last game, Jonathan Simmons really shined and stepped up to the plate. Are y'all practicing ways to incorporate him a little bit more into y'all's system, into y'all's playmaking?
I think last game was kind of what we did kind of incorporate him into the system. It's not much different. I think we're trying to change up different things, give different looks to give more action, more movement, so it's not predictable, so that they can't just trap LaMarcus or play those guys on the ball. So you get other action, it'll keep them honest a little bit more.
All NBA teams come out today. Kawhi's obviously going to be first team. How amazing is it what he's done? Just a great season that he had of the development of the rise.
So I've been here since he's been drafted, so I've been able to watch him grow. It's been pretty amazing to watch. Each year how he's come back better and better, and potential that he has still. What he's done, he's a big difference maker on this team. You've seen how much he carried us throughout the season and in Game 1. And see how much of a big difference he makes. It makes the game easier for us. So, sure he's going to be on all those NBA teams and first team, offense, defense, whatever, all NBA and defensive teams. So, it's good to have a guy like that on our team. We just hopefully get him back healthy.
Patty, what about the way the defense has really kind of made it tough on Patty?
They're doing some different things. They're trapping them. Obviously, they're long, athletic. He's a little smaller, so they're using their hands. They're being active. But we got to find different ways to get him more open, and get himself being more aggressive, back to himself. I think he's going to come in the same way as LaMarcus, knowing that he needs to be more aggressive for us, look for a shot more, be more, come off screens more, to do other things to get himself involved and also help us win. But it's going to take a group effort, whether Kawhi plays or doesn't. It's going to take all of us to